So we got a new puppy, and they take a lot of work. But he's really cute and really sweet. He's a husky, and he has one floppy ear still. It's the cutest thing. So, but I did need a break. I did need to come and craft a little bit. And then it was funny because I die cut all these pieces you'll see in today's video. And then I needed a break from that. So I took him outside for a second. And now he's in his crate. But he's being so good. He's not howling or anything. Like, he's a good puppy. Okay, so today we're going to be using the beautiful flowering cactus medley. And I'm going to show you how to use a product medley, or like coordinating papers, stamps, embellishments, ephemera, everything. How to use all of that coordinating stuff and make a stack of cards super easy. So, okay, so let's get started. Here is your card kit that you're going to be getting this week. And so here's your card kit. Anyone that participates in the BOGO event, or anyone that this week places an order of $35 or more before shipping and tax using this hostess code, and this link is right in the video description as well, so you can just click on that and not worry about not getting the right hostess code. But you can always tell because it'll say your hostess code, using hostess code and shopping with Krystal Roberts. So as long as it says that, then you're fine, because if your hostess code is expired, then it won't be showing up. So there you go. All right, so here is your cute card kit, and I'm going to show you what's inside it. So I made you a cute little tag. I think it needs a ribbon, so I'm going to add a ribbon, but it always needs a cute little tag. And then inside your package, oh, and then I'll put the complete link will be on your package, so you don't have to like worry about bookmarking this or anything. I'll have the link right there. Inside your packet, you're going to get 2 of these fun felt sheets that have all these cute little pieces to pop out. We're going to use a few of those today. You're going to get this sheet that if you buy the Flowering Cactus Medley, the full kit, it's $70, and it comes with the stamps and dies. Let me just show you. It comes with the stamps and dies. It comes with 8 felt pieces, 2 spools of twine. We might use some of that today. And then it comes with this cute stamp set. And then this package of paper, which I'll show you. I'm giving you 1 piece of each paper in there. And then it comes with the dies that coordinate. So you're going to, if you have the dies, you're going to use the dies to die cut all these pieces, which I've already done for the video, so you don't have to sit here and watch me for an hour run things through the die cutter. You don't have to. It does not come on the magnetic sheet, but I just buy these vent covers from the hardware store. It's like $5 for a package of 3 that are pretty long, and then I just cut them up to fit my dies. So you use those dies, and they do, they coordinate with this page, so these can be die cuts. And then they also coordinate, so like this one also has this stamp, this one has this stamp. So if you want to do different colors, or if you run out of paper, then it has these. And then, so there's some that aren't on there that are on stamps, so you can die cut those out, a bunch of them. So, and then extra pieces like that fun cactus, and then this fun cactus border that you can just make a piece. In fact, maybe we'll use that on the video. I'll do a couple of die cuts so that you guys can see. But okay, so that's what comes in the kit. And I'll show you the papers. Stick them on there for now. So the papers that I'm including in your card kit, it's like a mini refill kit. Oh, also the refills are kind of on clearance. They're the last chance sale. There's tons of stuff on the last chance sale, so don't miss out on that. And you can even pick the BOGO stuff and then total that up and then choose that equal amount for free from the last chance sale, so you're getting all kinds of deals. Okay, so there's your die cut piece, and I've already made my die cuts. Got them right here, so we'll use that. I know you can't see them in the video, but that's okay. Move them there. And then I'm going to give you 1 of each of the patterned pieces that are included in the kit, and they are double-sided. So we're going to use these to make some fun cards today. Now in your kit from me, I'm going to give you 5 card bases, so they're all the coordinating colors. And the reason, so I made 4 cards and we're gonna just do one together. I always do my card bases this way, and then I realized, you know what, for some of these bigger images, I kind of like having it open this way. So the last one, I'm including a bonus card in there. So you have your card bases, your paper, and you can do whatever you want with this. You can just cut rectangles, you can use whatever dies you have, but you're going to use this to create the cards. And so I'll show you what I've done, and then you are welcome to create your own. I haven't included these, but I also have die cut some white pieces just to have. So just use whatever die cuts you have, punches, whatever, and you want a white shape for each card. So I kind of want you guys to see these, but let's see. Okay, they're kind of there. Okay, so what I've done and what I want you to do is separate your 5 cards. These are they're gonna go in the pieces, so I'm putting them there for now. Again, I said I did 4, so let me show you what I've made already. And I'm going to show you like what the recipe that I used for these was. So there's my 4 cards that I made, and I didn't have a plan. I just cut up the pieces, die cut the pieces, and then used the paper and used my die cuts and just kind of pieced them together. But I realized that I was kind of using a recipe. So what I'm going to do with these, I want you to take a die cut for each card base, and it doesn't matter, and it's not set in stone. You can change it once we start going, so don't worry about that. Okay, and this one, I think I cut it right on the edge, so I'm just going to trim that a little bit. I had a little piece hanging off, so I had to trim that. Also, if you don't have a die cutting machine, I highly recommend this mini one. All of these pieces go through it, and this one I use like 90% of the time. So if you're on a budget, you need a die cutting machine, I recommend that one. The only thing is that if you're going to use embossing folders, most of them are too big to go through that. We do have some mini embossing folders and they will run through that. But if you want to emboss like a whole piece for your card front, they don't go through that. So that's the only reason, like if you, well, and some dies are bigger, but that's the main reason why you would, if you have to buy one or the other, then you would want to save up for the bigger one. But I really like this mini one, and it's super portable. I love using it. Okay, so we've got our shape. This is going to just kind of ground our images. Now, with all of our cactus pieces here, we're going to take one big cactus and then some flowers and little things. So I'm just like taking the pieces that I have and I'm just kind of dividing them up. Oh, and I have those felt pieces I'm going to use too, so that'll be okay. Put purple flower there. Ooh, I kind of like that. See? I just kind of threw it down, but I kind of like how it's going around the shape there. So I like it. This one I feel like needs a little bit more though. But I may just add some of the colored paper. So that's what we're going to do next, is add the colored paper. So, okay, that's gonna fall, that's okay. All right, so you're gonna take the paper and I'm gonna look at it and say, okay, so what pieces, here's the paper, what pieces do I want to go with which card base and embellishments. So this one, because it doesn't have a whole lot of color, I think I'm gonna put this colored piece with it. I like that one, so I'll put that with that one. This purple one, it needs a little bit more color, but I feel like this one's a little bit too busy. So maybe this one. I like that. So that one will go with that one. This one I really like how it's just kind of, ooh, I kind of like that one. All right, that's the winner for that one. And then this one, I love these, but they're really kind of busy. Like, it would actually look good with that. So, you know what? I'm actually going to put it, too busy. I don't know. I'm going to hang on to this one. I really like the purple side, too. Maybe I will do the purple. Okay, I'm not sure here. I feel like sometimes the printed with all the colors is a little bit busy, but you know what I'm going to do is use just a smaller piece of it. So I still really like this one with that one. So we'll stick it there and see what we come up with. I might use both papers there. Okay. Oh, this one didn't get a paper. Poor little thing. Okay. It's going to get some of this purple then, I think. Yep, it's going to get purple. And it's going to get, okay, I just really love those saguaro cacti. Okay, so what I'm going to do, you can either just cut envelopes, where'd that come from? You can either just cut rectangles or use the dies that you have. The one that I'm using that I really love is the Stitched So Sweetly, because it has lots of options, like these kind of shapes, and then it has the scalloped rectangles. I really like that one. And then I've also used, ooh, I have some circles in there. I've also used the layering circles dies. And I think I used the second largest circle for these. And you can always actually that's what I could do, is kind of layer it up with the other one. You can layer up like another color behind it. If you finish your card and you're like, it's kind of missing something, add another layer. Like, don't glue it all down until you know you're ready, and then just add another layer. And then I also, for the cards that I made previously, I used the rectangle stitched framelits dies. The larger ones are too big for this smaller machine, so I'm not going to use those today, but use what you have, cut rectangles, whatever you want to do. The smaller machine fits up to 3.5 inches wide, just so you know on that one. Okay, probably not going to use any circles, but I may cut some of the pieces with that scalloped rectangle. In fact, this one, I don't know, what do you guys think? Should I do, I really like the color, but I really like, it's almost like to use the saguaro on this one. I like the purple with it instead of all that pattern. So I'm actually going to set this piece aside. I may use it in a moment for something. So this one, I think I'm going to do 2 more rectangles. So see how I have this smaller one? I'm going to do the, let's see, probably, yeah, that size, and it fits on my small machine. So I'm going to use this one. So what I'm going to do is just cut this in half, make sure it fits, so it'll fit. Cut it in half, so it's 6 inches wide, so we're just going to cut it at 3. And then we're going to run it through our die cutting machine. I'm going to leave the cards here so you're not going to see me die cutting, but you guys have seen me do that before, and if you haven't, then watch some of the other videos or stick around and you will. I use the die cutter a lot. Okay, and one thing I noticed with this, sometimes I was having a hard time getting it to run through. So all you have to do is kind of pull that white platform back a little bit, just a little bit, not too much. And then for some reason that feeds it in a little bit easier. You don't ever want to force your machine. I have ruined some different platform pieces that way. And if you have extra dies hiding in there, that could also ruin your dies. So luckily I haven't ever ruined any dies. But, okay, so there's one. I really like that. And I like all the kind of postage stamp feel to it here. Oh, I think I know what I'm gonna do. Alright, so you can save your scraps. This one I actually could have trimmed off a bottom piece and then it would have been wide enough to add a strip onto the inside, but it's okay. 3, but I have my focal point. Can you guys see that one? I have my focal point, and then I'm gonna have 3 of these rectangles. I really like those saguaro ones, and I want a little bit more of the purple showing, so maybe I'll do it like this. Just kind of play with it, and then this white piece is going to serve as like a grounding. It's going to help like draw your eye to that focal point, so kind of like I'm angled. And another thing that I like is if I had like another piece of cardstock to put as a background. I don't know. I'm gonna put that there. I wonder if I just kind of angle it a different way. How about that? That kind of makes the cacti. Let's go with it. It's different. So, and I'll show you again at the end the different things that I did. Okay, so I didn't glue any parts down on my cactus yet. So what I'm going to do is add these. Ooh, my computer. I like it. And then it's like not so much floral and color that you could actually use it as a masculine card too. So we always need more masculine cards, right? Feel free to bump that up with a dimensional if you want. You'll see I use a lot of dimensionals on these cards. So one more there. Okay, now for my cactus, and I am going to kind of move these over so you can see. For my cactus, what my little recipe is to just kind of create a cluster, and I should have done this first. I'll do it on the next one. You kind of create something all on its own with this one. So I'm going to put, I like the purple down at the bottom. So these ones, I'm going to use dimensionals just because there's not like, you can add sentiments with the set that comes with it, that coordinates with it, or, you know, with a different set, but for the video, I'm just not going to add sentiments. That way I'll have a stack of cards that I can add any sentiment to when I need to. Oh, I left my trash can downstairs. That's okay. Alright, so there's my cute, it's like a heart. I love it. And then I'm going to add these flowers on a dimensional, and I'm going to put them here. So I'm just making sure I put it in the right place for that. So there's that one. And then it needs a little bit more coral. Kind of like that. Maybe I'll get some mini dimensionals. I'll put it on there. And I think maybe, let's try some of the felt pieces too. Or I could put a felt piece on there and then pull this in up somewhere else. Let's see first. Okay. So this one doesn't have a whole lot of coral, so I'm going to use the coral. Now if you don't know which side is right, it's just like sewing. Flip it over. Yep, that's the messy side. So this side's right. Let's see. I kind of like that down there. And there's like so many pieces on here. Kind of like these little half flowers. Ooh, I like that one too. That one's cute. Ooh, I like it right there. I like it. And actually I like it just like that. Okay, oh look how cute that is. So cute. Okay, so there's our first card. Now on your cards too, I didn't include in your card kit, I didn't include the white piece for the inside, but feel free to just cut a white layer and then use the extra leftover pieces to add just like a little accent to the inside. And you can use your stamps if you get the stamps. There's a little accent and there's another accent. So alright, so there's our first one. So in the card kit that I give you, you'll be able to make a lot more cards using like other papers that you have. Which one's your favorite? I actually really like all of them now that I'm looking at them, but this also needs something else, maybe another, it needs like a purple circle behind it, so I think I'll add that. And this one, I'm not sure yet, but it needs something. Or maybe, I don't know, it needs something, but the rest of them, I think it turned out great. And then I'll show you the original ones too, just so that you have more ideas. Let me take my camera off so that I can have more room. So there's the 5 we made today, and then here's the 4 that I made, and I'll put pictures of them on the blog post so that you can see them close up. Then there's the 4 that I made originally. This one, it's too centered, like I need to off-center it, but whatever, it'll work for now. So when you make that one, in fact, let's just go ahead and do it. I'm just ripping it all apart, and it's okay. See, I'm showing you it's okay to take things apart. I like it much better. Okay, I'm glad I tore it apart. Do you guys ever do that? Like make something and then tear it apart? Or do you just make it and trash it? Like I've actually done both. I made swap cards for our team, and I made 2 different cards and I hated them. I just trashed them. And then I came up with something totally different that I actually really loved. So it's okay to just trash them, but it's okay to rework things too, like this. I didn't hate it. It just bothered me a little bit. So there we go. Okay, there we have it. So we actually have 9 cards. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. If you just spend at least $35 or more, then I will send you this Flowering Cactus Medley kit curated by Krystal. That was like quite the phrase. Okay, thanks for joining me. I'll be back next week, Tuesday at noon, and I'm actually going to be using the Flamingo, what is it called? The Friendly Flamingo stamp set and dies, and some other dies that I totally forgot the name of, but those are on the last chance thing. So if you want flamingos, if you love the party chickens, Elaine, then go buy those and then come back next week and we'll make stuff together with them. So I'm really excited about that one. So, all right, I'll see you next week. Have fun crafting this week.